People are brainwashed into believing that working, doing lots of stuff is something good. Yesterday I made a thread where I criticized how few free time remains after the 45th hour work week and that it's almost impossible to do much else besides housework and a full-time job. Many people then tried to contradict me with claims like, "You have bad time management. I get up at 5, go to the gym, am home at 6:15, at work at 8, work until 4:30, get home by 5:15, read an entire book and go to sleep by 11. Totally doable. I cook once a week, bulk, that's enough." Or, "I don't know what you are talking about. I work 2 full-time jobs and have plenty of time for plenty of things." People spouted this like some form of accomplishment. They didn't realize that they only manage this at the expense of their health and that every second of their lives is planned and maximized down to the last second. That's not a life. Were the comments from this sub? This sub is very much all about working 32 hours for 4-day workweek now. Worth noting that the 40-hour workweek was predicated on the idea of a stay-at-home partner as well. I used to be the workaholic, then had a heart attack and became very aware that I was missing out on living. Workaholism seems a form of fawning to me. Fawning to the omnipresent threat of capitalism. All of my recreational time happens between 8:30 to 30 p.m. on MF. And the weekends are filled with chores, errands, and sometimes drives to family. 3.5 hours away or 2 hours away. Some people do have insanely good time management. And good for them. I agree with your point that needing to be this way in our modern society to have hobbies or pursue interests meaningfully is not a good thing. A 32-hour FT workweek and a 4-day workweek in general would help unlock a lot of potential for people. I didn't see your earlier post, but I, retired now, was a workaholic. I was raised to be one. I actually loved it, but I know it wasn't the best life. I worked for my state's legislature. During session, I often worked 100-hour weeks. I never did figure out how others, working the same or more, would still get to the gym. Yep, at 5 a.m. And if given the opportunity, attend plays or other events. Because for me, I slept at 5 a.m. If an event came up, even ones that I'd normally give my eye teeth for, I flatly said, "Nope, there's no way I can do that." Had I attended, I'm absolutely sure I'd have fallen asleep in my chair. Now, there's no way I could have done this job without help. I was married and he had a self-employed job. He was still pretty busy, but the most important part was that he could work his schedule to accommodate our kids' life. I truly had no life during session. I doubt this lifestyle was good for my kid growing up. I'm pretty sure my marriage also suffered even though he loved that I worked there. It would take at least 1 month to recover once session concluded. I used to work 2 jobs. 7,080 hours a week. I slept for 23. If I slept and didn't party between shifts and jobs. That was 13 years ago though. I have much different values now. I was just telling someone earlier how I refuse to place any value on work or money. I recognize them both as necessity and makes life easier sometimes. But I haven't worked at all this semester, so I could focus on classes to finally finish a degree. And I am so not looking forward to having to start again in the summer. People think that this is admirable to waste their lives this way. But then you talk to older folks and their biggest regrets are not making more time for family or friends or whatever. Biggest thing? They regretted that they made the wrong things a priority. I think the biggest thing to remember to different strokes for different folks. Some people need and enjoy downtime. Others truly need to be go 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 or they feel bored. There's nothing wrong with either preference. Do what's best for you. Too much comparison in this world. Do what makes you happy and encourage others to do the same. Just wait till you toss some young kids in the mix who have sports every day with 2 working full-time parents.
I agree.
I feel you. Trust me. Most people work 95, maybe longer, and also still have to commute. I don't see how anyone has time to clean the house, make food, fulfill hobbies, and have some form of entertainment. Don't forget there is also laundry to do, and some have dishes to wash. People say that, and then it turns out their kids need therapy because their parents were absent and they had to raise themselves. Or their partner divorces them because they want more than some money out the relationship. Or they get a heart attack or a stroke at the age of 40. Or they have no one when they're old because all they had was work and they haven't developed any solid relationships. Or it turns out they never developed any hobbies and have no interests because all they do is work. Overworking and overdoing is not great for our bodies and relationships. I work 7 hours a day and still feel tired all the time, and as though I have no extracurricular time. I used to be one of those busy people. I realized it was due to me needing structure and having every minute booked. I'm older and wiser now and love being alone. Some people need something to do at all times, others don't. Remember one time when I was working my second job, night shift. After finishing up my day job, I worked at a restaurant in a casino. This older couple ordered and I was chit-chatting. They asked how I was doing. I responded, "Kinda tired. I've been bouncing between jobs for past couple days and haven't really had time to sleep." They thought it was good that I was working so hard. I looked right at them and said, "I wish one job would be enough so I can afford to live." They were quiet after that. You are a dramatist. You refuse to believe there is functionality, balance and unhappiness outside of what you consider to be the ideal, so anyone who exists like that is insane or wrong. My household earns top 1% for my state and we have the ability to do everything you mentioned, and it does not feel like we are rushing or are trying to do a million things because it's better. FYI, going to the gym, on a run, cooking, reading are not work. They are most usually enjoyable, so they don't feel like something that is taking away from our lives. 5 a.m. 7 a.m. wake, brush teeth, walk dog, meditate, get ready and leave for work. Includes 30 minutes of straight chillin'. 7 a.m. 3:30 p.m. work. Typical 8-hour day with 30-minute lunch. 3:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. walk dog. 3,045 minutes exercise. Includes 30 minutes of straight chillin'. Also watching whatever I like on TV while working out at home. 5:30 p.m. 7 p.m. make dinner. Eat dinner. More straight chillin'. 7 p.m. 9 p.m. straight chillin'. Coupled with plugging away on things that need doing. Shower. Read. Go to bed. 9 p.m. 5 a.m. 8 hours of sleep. This isn't my schedule, but it's close to one I used to follow. And this doesn't even include weekends, where you can easily catch up on things like laundry, tidying, etc. No one follows a schedule to the second, but it's nice to have something laid out to roughly give structure to life. It helps one stay on top of things. Contrary to your post, it's healthy. This isn't an ideal schedule. Ideally, we'd work less hour per day. 100%. I'm not on this subreddit to defend the status quo. And if you take transit or have a nasty long commute, it makes this type of schedule much harder. But it's absolutely doable. There's nothing brainwashed about it. This schedule is perfectly healthy. And there's no exhaustion in here. We should all be working less. But your post saying it's impossible Brainwashed or unhealthy to have a full structured life around a 40-hour work week is hyperbole. Watch less TV and play less video games. There's still plenty of both in my example above. Or don't. And accept it's simply a choice you're making. That's fine too. Edit. Also, where's that thread you made? It's not in your history. I would have liked to see the responses you were getting that prompted this one. Nobody working 2 actual jobs has plenty of time.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.